Good day, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Hello, my dear listeners. Welcome back to another excited and chilling story from the heart of Africa. Today, I will be taking you to a journey into the deep traditions of our ancestors, where the spirits of the past hold great powers. This story is about greed, curses, and heavy price of one's family had to pay for their sins. But beyond the entire event you are about to hear, there are important lessons for us all about the dangers of greed, the importance of respecting our heritage, and power of sacrifice. So as you listen, think above how our actions today can affect not just us, but future generations. Now sit back and relax and join me as I share with you the story of the curse of the ancestral spirits. Okay, let's begin. Long ago, in the depth heart of a small African village called Igbadu, nestled between the towering mountains and dark forests, there lived a proud and wealthy family. The head of the family was an old man named Chief Odum, known for his wisdom and strength. His family had ruled over Ibedu for so many generations, but there was a secret they never spoke about. A dark curse placed on their bloodline so many years ago. It all began with Nwoye, Chief Odum's great-grandfather. Nwoye was a powerful warrior, but his greed knew no bounds. He wanted more lands, more cattle, more wealth, even if it meant to destroy others. One night, he ordered his warriors to attack a neighboring village, Umudike, and steal their sacred idol, said to protect the village and bless their lands. Nwoye warriors succeeded in bringing the idol back to Ibadan, but when the people of Umudike discovered that their gods had been stolen, their village elder, an ancient woman named Mama Ezinne, placed a curse on Nwoye's family. She spoke with voice like thunder, saying, "For your greed and wickedness, your bloodline will never know peace. For the generations, your children and grandchildren will suffer, and the spirit of the ancestor will rise against you." At first, Nwoye laughed, thinking no one could touch his power. But as soon, strange things began to happen. His crop withered, his cattle grew sick, and his children became ill one by one. The spirit of the ancestors, angry and disrespected, shown to them, began to haunt their family at night. Their footsteps could be heard on the roof, and their whispers echoed through the walls. Each year, one member of the family would die mysteriously, often on cold and moonless nights. Years passed and the curse stayed alive in the family, passed from father to son, mother to daughter. Chief Odum, now the head of the curse family, tried everything to break the curse. He went to every herbalist, divine priest he could find in the village, but nothing worked. His wife, Adoma, had grown sick, and his elder son, Ekene, had disappeared into the forest one night and never returned. One stormy night, as thunder roared and the wind howled through the trees, Chief Odum gathered his remaining children, Amaka and Obioma, in the family hut. His face was pallid, his eyes shone with fear. "We must go to the evil forest tonight," he said in a trembling voice. "The ancestors demand a sacrifice, and if we do not appease them, we will perish. All of us." Reluctantly, Amaka and Obioma followed their father into the dark forest, their hearts pounding with terror. The trees seemed to whisper their names, and shadows danced in the corners of their eyes. As they reached the clearing where the sacred idol was once buried, the ground began to tremble. The spirit of the ancestor rose from earth, tall, shadow figure with hollow eyes and twisted faces. Chief Odum fell to his knees, begging for forgiveness. Please, great ancestors, spare my family. We have suffered enough. The spirit spoke in voices that sounded like 1,000 whispers. The curse was played because of your greed and wickedness. To lift it, a great sacrifice must be made. Blood for blood, life for life. Odum's heart sank. He knew what they meant. He turned to his children, his eyes filled with tears. Forgive me, my children, he whispered. Before they could react, he raised a knife, struck at Obioma, his youngest son, but the spirit moved faster than wind, stopped his hand. You cannot sacrifice your own flesh, they said. The curse can only be broken by the hands of an innocent child. Suddenly, from the darkness, a figure appeared. It was Ekene, Chief Odum's lost son. His clothes were tattered and his eyes glowed with a strange light. He had been living in the forest, learning the ways of the spirit. I will end this, he said, his voice calm but cold. I will pay the price for our family's sins. Without hesitation, Ekene stepped forward, offering himself to the spirit, and ground shook, and wind roared louder, and the spirit accepted his sacrifice. The air grew thick with mist, and Ekene disappeared into the evil forest and vanished. The curse was lifted, but the cost was high. Chief Odum, now broken and alone, returned to the village with Amaka and Obioma. The family had paid for their ancestors' sins, but the memory of the curse lightening in the village of Igbadu for generations. Every night when the wind howled and the moon was hidden behind the clouds, the villagers would whisper of the Curse family and their terrible price of greed. From that day onward, the people of Igbadu honored their ancestors, never taking what wasn't theirs and always remembering the old warning. The spirit of the ancestors never forgets. And so, the story of the curse of Igbadu became a warning to all who would not let greed lead them astray. For once the spirits are angered, no one, no matter how powerful you are, you cannot escape their wrath. That's the end of my story. Moral lessons. Respect for ancestral tradition. The story teaches that it is important to honor and respect the traditions and the spirit of the ancestors. Disrespecting them can lead to severe consequences. The dangers of greed. One uses greed for more wealth and power leads to the curse that haunted his family for generations. Greed can destroy only an individual, but also the entire generation. Consequences of wickedness. Acts of wickedness such as stealing from others can cause harm. What we do today can affect our future and that of our descendants. The power of the family and legacy. The actions of one's generation can affect many others. It's important to live in the way and leave a positive legacy for the future generation, as family history can shape your destiny. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share.